Behind the scenes, is it safe to say the hip-hop music industry is male-dominated? And when I say behind the scenes, I'm talking about managers, producers, videographers, label executives, A&Rs, behind the scenes people that work in the hip-hop music industry.
Yes, like I have firsthand seen a lot of it, you know, like a lot of the videographers that, you know, want to work with me are males, producers, engineers, males, A&Rs, males, you know, managers, males, you know. Every now and then, you know, it might be a dope girl photographer or like a dope girl videographer, but females are envious, you know. I think a male videographer is going to contact me before a girl videographer does. That's honestly, personally how I feel because I've experienced it, you know.
How easy or hard has it been to maneuver in this male-dominated industry for you?
For me personally, I feel like it's been a little bit of a bumpy road because, you know, like we've been saying, or like I've been saying, it's a male-dominated area. So being a female, sometimes a guy wants to work with you, and sometimes when you leave the session, he wants to take you out on a date, and it's like, but I don't like you. Like, I just want to make music. I just want to be great, you know. I don't want to be a girlfriend.
How often is sex brought up? And when I say sex, you said a date, so anything sexual, I guess we'll just say in that category. How often would you say something sexual is brought up? If we had a 100% pie chart and you trying to maneuver in this male-dominated industry, how much percentage would you say it's been brought up to you? Whether indirectly or directly.
I'm going to say about, like, with me personally, like 50 to 60%.
It happens.
Yes.
Now, of that 50 or 60%, what's direct versus indirect? And when I say direct, I mean like somebody saying to you, this is what I'm trying to do, flat out. And indirect meaning they kind of play with you, or they use the business, but they have an underlying agenda, and they try to come at you indirectly.
That's how it usually is, indirectly, because, you know, people not really real with you no more, you know. It's easy for somebody to be like, oh, come to my studio, like, come record, I got you, you know. You don't got to pay nothing, like, for the free ski. It's not for the free ski. It's him. It's a producer or an engineer wanting to show you what he has so that you can be, like, awed and then want to, like, probably fuck with him. But what people don't understand is when you're a female rapper and, like, you really are into it, like, this is really your passion, you know, you don't want to be involved in that. Because it's easy for me to be like, yeah, you know, I'll do this with you if you just let me record at your studio for free, you know. That I wouldn't be valuing myself or my career. Because people going to talk, you know, the engineer, he going to tell the other engineer that you might know that he might work with, you know. So you always got to just watch out. But it's always mostly indirectly, you know. You'll leave the studio and, like I said, you'll get that text like, what you doing tonight? You know, like, I'm going to sleep tonight. Like, that's why I usually pay for all my sessions, you know. I don't try to get nothing for the free ski because I'm not about to give nothing away for the free ski. I'm not about to be on none of that.
Now, what about this, though? Because sometimes females, they do have a flirty personality. Do you think, and I'm not saying you personally, do you think that sometimes maybe somebody with a flirty personality can give off mixed signals, and maybe the guy on the other end is thinking there's something there and it's really not? Like, maybe it's a girl that just says, hey, babe, but she says everybody's babe to her. But maybe that guy doesn't know that. Maybe he's thinking, whoa, nobody usually calls me babe, and this girl's calling me babe.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So some can be a little bit more flirty than others, or have a flirtatious personality, but it's just
Right.
there's a certain line that doesn't get crossed.
Right.
But do you think that can be problematic or have something to do
I think
with
that
it, or no?
can be problematic because I think sometimes girls are flirty. Like sometimes I'll catch myself being, like friendly, and a guy would take it the wrong way, and I'll be like, no, like I'm just trying to, get to know you, but like get to know you like not in that manner though, like let's build like a vibe. Cause I'm not about to go and just nobody, studio. Like I just keep using that as an example because predominantly that's what I get, a guy trying to show me his studio and then talk to me. But I try to keep it neutral now. I've never really experienced a guy telling me like, oh, you gave me the wrong mixed signals. Usually you can be just straight up like, I just want to make music. And somebody will still find a way to make it what it's not,
Now, okay, hindsight 2020. Have you missed any major opportunities because you cut something off where somebody wanted to pursue something sexual, you wanted to keep it business or music, and you said, no, this is what I'm trying to do, and you lost an opportunity because of that?
Yeah, like, yeah, I have.
You have.
Mm-hmm.
So saying no has cost you.
Yeah, saying no has caused me, and being new, for how much it has cost me, like a lot of turning downs, and only being so new, I can only imagine like what a lot of these female rappers who are actually big, or like I don't want to say actually big, or like actually have a platform and are known. I can only imagine what they go through. This is just the beginning for me, so I feel like it's pretty, fucked up. Like
now, aside from because you'll hear the phrase, so-and-so, they're effing for tracks. They're having sex for tracks.
Yeah.
That's a phrase, right?
Yeah.
Aside from that type of scenario, sometimes, because you're a recording artist, you're working with other musicians, whether it's technical person like an engineer or producer, or another rapper or singer or whatever, sometimes maybe it's not a effing for tracks scenario. Maybe it's just you having honest chemistry with somebody musically, but then there's just natural chemistry past that can lead to romantic vibes or dating vibes or sexual vibes, that sort of thing. Are you open to something like that, or no? And do you know the difference?
No, when it comes to like I'm gonna say business, it's business. Like I have a solid engineer, we have a great friendship. That's what I'm gonna call it, because he's been here since day one, and there's nothing. No, it's not. More or less of the fact that I'm an artist and he's an engineer. And, we work together. My cameraman, he's also a male. We have a great relationship. He knows me well. He knows how I like to film, how I like my videos to be. There's never more or less. He's never trying to get extra out of me. None of them are. So I feel like no. But if there's females out there who have a chemistry with their engineer or their cameraman or such and such, that's them. But me personally, I feel like no. I like to keep it business, because in this industry, people are gonna talk. You never know who knows who, and you want to keep. At the end of the day, I'm a brand. I'm branding myself, and the last thing I want is for somebody to be like, oh, did you hear like, oh, like your engineer told me that you were sitting on his lap. Like, no, I'm good. I don't like that at all. I usually keep it up front with whoever wants to work with me, like, this is business, you know?
So at this point, you're not open to any industry relationships that are sexual?
No. No.
Like, you're not going to date somebody in the industry at this point. You'd rather date somebody outside the industry.
Well, I feel like right now where I'm at, I don't want to date nobody because I just feel like that's not what I'm focused on. But industry-wise, yeah, no, like rapper-wise, engineer-wise, producer-wise, no. I mean, I'm saying no right now, right? But you never know. But like
Things can change, of course, yes.
Like I'm new to this, of course my thoughts might change throughout the rest of the year. But right now, no, like I just don't see it.
Somebody watching this, because you did mention in the beginning of this segment, you do see it once in a while, a female in the videographer role or engineer role or DJ role or producer role, whatever. There are females that hold positions, even record label executives. There are some female managers too. Any advice, and this doesn't have to be to another female rapper, this could be any female that wants to get into the male-dominated hip-hop music industry. And circumstances could be different for everybody, but any general advice, whatever position they're trying to be, do you have for somebody watching this right now?
Like,
They just want to be in the hip-hop industry some kind of way. Doesn't matter if it's rapper, DJ, engineer, whatever. Any general advice to that person watching right now?
You can do it. Like, I wish that there would be more females that reach out to me that want to work with me. I'm all for, uplifting one another, especially females, because in this game, a lot of females are, like, enclosed with themselves, like not really supportive of other upcoming female rappers, So, or, photographers, videographers, engineers, I would love to work with if I had an all-female group, I would be happy. I would love it. I'm for that movement. But for any female who does want to get in the industry, you can do it. You just got to stay true to yourself, work hard. A lot of people told me I couldn't do it, and here I am, And this is only the beginning, so I feel like this is just the time, for females to just get in there, like just get in there, because the doors are opening.
You did say that it does happen, though, reiterating to what you said earlier, like 50 to 60%. These sexual situations get brought up.
Yeah.
Has it ever been to the point where you ever thought, man, this is too much? Me being a female in this male-dominated industry, I'm going to quit over stuff like this. This is not what I signed up for. This is not, this is very, not distracting, that's not the right word, but discouraging.
Yeah.
This is very discouraging for me trying to be in this industry. I'm going to give it up because of this situation.
Well, it hasn't gotten me to the point where I want to just give up and quit, but it definitely has discouraged me because, I think it's not fair, but at the end of the day, life isn't fair, and you just gotta stay positive. That's what I've been doing, because it sucks and it hurts when you hear about a male in the industry talking about you in a manner that you've never even given them the intentions to talk about you in that way. I've had people lie on me and say they've done stuff with me because we've hung out once or twice, and it does affect you as a woman, You would never want to hear another person saying like, oh yeah, he said that he did this and this with you. No, like, it makes you feel like, well, this people obviously see me less of my worth if a guy is so free willingly to just talk about me and sexualize me and lie, you know. It's discouraging, it hurts. But it sucks to say, like, but that's the industry, you know. People are gonna lie. People are gonna sexualize you as a female, whether you're pretty, or whether people think you're pretty or not, you know. At the end of the day, you're a female, and sometimes it sucks. But yeah, it has gotten me to the point where it's discouraging, and it makes me want to be like, damn, you know, like, I'm only halfway, not even there yet, and I'm already, you know, dealing with so much, like, men. It's just like, damn, like, this is really what it's like, you know. You see another girl rapping, you're like, whoa, like, I want to be, you know, like, there. And then now it's my turn to finally step on the steps to get up there, and you just, you know, there's obviously obstacles you have to overcome.
So it may look easy when you see the final product.
Yeah.
But then when you
go through it, it's actually not as easy as you thought, you know? It's definitely not as easy as I thought it was going to be, for sure, like, but...
And who knows? They may have had it worse than you.
Of course.
Or it may be getting worse now. I don't know.
Well, I feel like right now, now that so many female rappers are coming to the light, you know, are coming to the platform, it's getting harder for a male to try and sexualize you. But I feel like for back then, like, it was obviously hard, you know, like, because, for example, you see Cardi B, you know, and you see everything she's been through. She talks about it all the time. And you see the incident with her and, you know, the rapper who said that he had sex with her. And he just goes on Instagram and tells the whole world, you know, like, yeah, I had sex with this, you know, bitch, and, you know, just try to degrade her name. And it's just like, damn, like, imagine how many guys out here trying to say this about this girl, and all she's trying to do is just, you know, pursue her career. But then you see people like Offset, and then you see the girl who claims she had a baby by him, and everybody's like, oh, you clout chaser, you thought, you know, and you're just like, well, why didn't everybody say that to the rapper that said that to Cardi B, you know? Why everybody was so quick to just bum rush her with all the mean comments? It's sad, you know? You obviously see the difference, it's there, but people choose what they want to, you know, acknowledge and what they want to ignore.